Yeah, they're so clean. The strong stops that I wanted, it's all here. What's going on, boys and groovers? Today we are reacting to Classy, requested by Mariah Rose. Give them some love down below for the request. And if you guys got requests, do the thing and go to Patreon if you have any requests. Requests. So let's get right to it. Quality back to full. I just did a jazz practice video. Yeah. Nice shape. Oh man, they slammed that. Starting off strong with the visual. Oh, what was that? Like a 540? 720? This is like 34 seconds, and they are like throwing so much at me. Good V formation. Ooh, yeah, let's go. Let's go right here with the shorter, I don't know what that's called. It's killing it right now. Wow, Jesus Christ. Just had that moment singing and just immediately dropped a level to do a kick, to do some floor work. Nice. The control with the singing, man. Nice little carousel effect. Power, man. Jeez. I'm just amazed at how well they're controlling their vocals with these very strong, sharp movements. And then bouncy too. And they're moving too, dude. They are moving. They have a lot of formation changes. Nice ripple. Great use of the floor, man. Ooh, okay. Nice little bit of whacking right there. Great use for a ripple. Damn, dude. Da. Great levels, man. They're out for blood for this with this number, dude. Like, this feels like a comp routine because there's so much movement. There's a lot of variety in terms of intensity, or from quick to slow, and a lot of intensity in their movements and a lot of formation changes. I don't know if I said that already. Like, and a lot of levels. I shouldn't be surprised at this point. Like, so many K-pop singers and groups like fucking take it up a notch with their stuff. Is like they're singing and then all of a sudden, boom, level change to floor work, and then I'm like, whoa. Just that's such a quick shift in what you're doing in terms of like managing your energy and managing the things you're doing. So let's go into the analysis. Yo, hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you're liking videos here and want to get early access to it, or even get exclusive access to content I react to, like Road to Kingdom and other content that probably gets blocked on YouTube, make sure to check out my Patreon. If you've got an artist, song, or any particular request you want me to react to, I have a special tier for that too. Missed out on my stream? It'll be up there as well. So if you want early and exclusive content around this channel, or opportunity for requests, make sure to check out the Patreon. See you guys there. So great example. Again, I feel like this is becoming a staple of things I share, like a YouTube video or even an Instagram post or anything. You have like the first 5 seconds to like really hook someone, and you can either do that by starting off with high energy with some crazy explosive movement, or if you're starting off with low energy and it builds, you have to bring a lot of intrigue and a lot of confidence in your performance. This one, where they fall at, is definitely like starting off with something a little bit more visually intriguing with a very unnatural human movement, which is a kind of a jerky movement, which brings a sense of unease. What is that slam? What are they hitting? Knee drop. Is it her knees? Nope. There's a. Are they just slamming the ground? I don't know. Like, it doesn't seem like they're hitting it hard enough to make that kind of a sound. Maybe someone's off. Not off. Like someone off camera is making the noise, but it doesn't seem like they're hitting it hard enough to be, because it looks like more of a crawling movement rather than a slam. But I could just be visually deceived. Either way, that moment was strong. Great start with like here, starting up high, going to a low level, like really leading your eye down. Ba ba, with a sudden like pattern interrupt. Mid level. Oh my god, my knees. This feels simple, but it is like, that's a lot of load on your knees. So I haven't set them up, but this is strong knees club for real. Because just walking like this is a lot of load on your quads. Just turn. How many did you turn? 1, 2. Okay, so that's definitely a 720. What is her background? Is it like figure skating? Is it taekwondo? Is it tricking? That was a clean friggin' 720, dude. Okay, so that slam in the beginning is their hands. I almost feel like, boom, look at that gorgeous like form in this air, and I feel like I might, like, if I'm wrong, I don't have any experience with figure skating. I almost feel like she could like keep going there. That shit was clean though. The angles here, she's way up high, but it also looks like she's closer to the front, and if she's further in the back, if she's supposed to be equal, because these look equal as well. So I'm just wondering. That's the downside of like me doing some of these reactions. There's so much context I don't know. I liked this moment. I wish I had it a little longer, like, because we have this very strong, then we kind of creepy growing hands, and shift into a very sharp angles, but it feels like it happened a little short, or I wish they could hold it like just half a second longer. Da da da. Yeah, because I see it, at least just in this, from this current view and video, like I want to see just a little bit more of it. This spread out right here, nice. This is great use of the floor. From this to this spread out. So if you're doing it from the top view and then going there, it's great use of the floor. And look how far that is. How much do they have for that? 6 and 7, 8. So it's 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Just, or 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2. Yeah. So they have only 4 counts to get there. Oh, that's, okay. I was wondering what's happening when I first saw this. I was like, she came center. We kind of have this. Is this supposed to be a C? It's supposed to be a C? Because from the top, it looks like, that looks like the formation that's going that way. She's beasting it right with the dancing. I noticed her in the first part of this reaction. There's a certain like commitment and push and like definition in her movement that she has. Nice. Groove, groove, groove. That's another example. Many examples of good grooves here. Groove, groove. So the groove is the shoulders and just the heels coming up and down, and then everything that what they're doing with their arms is the accessory. You can do whatever you want. I feel like bring your foot up on that. See that? That. It's a tap and tap. Boom, boom. Bring your foot up. Just a small cleaning thing right there. Okay. Killed it with that pose though. Says fierce pose. Nice. And 4 and 5. There are just some shapes I feel like they can push a little bit more, but again, they're also singing or they're getting prepped to sing. Because right now it feels a little awkward if it's hunched. This is a part like where I'm confused. Are you supposed to be hunching forward or arching the back? I almost feel like the shape, especially for the vibe for this one, it makes sense to be closer to what she's doing and what she's doing. Close to what she's doing, but we're having a little like hunching forward kind of motion. So I think this one, it looks like the motion is to reach her hands, but she's, instead of doing that, what's happening is she's relying too much on the arms instead of arching the back a little bit more, maybe hinging back so you don't have to reach so hard, which creates this hunched motion. And then visually, like for this type of look, this usually makes more sense of a hunched, because as weird as it is to say for me, as because I'm a dude, people want to see the curves or like that kind of shape. It's also a very short moment, so. Oh my god, that moment here is wild. I think because she was singing, yeah, this part right here. Singing, singing, singing. Floor work, right? Boom, kick. Boom. To a kick. Nice kick, nice levels. Nice use of levels here. Nice kick. Nice depth as well. Damn, into a knee slide or to a knee rock. Boom. Putting all that, so from there, they're using the momentum from here, putting all the weight onto the left, just sharing with you guys mechanics because I'm a nerd. And then to pivot. Oh, she does it a little different. They both do a little different. Boom. It's more of a, they changed the timing, actually. Boom, she just plants her knee sooner, but still uses the momentum for the switch. There's nothing right or wrong. Just people have preferences of when to switch. Did we miss a hand grab here? Because I see the idea of like opening a gate or something, or opening a garage door. But from here, it looks like she maybe. This is the first time seeing them. I'll see what happens in the performance video. But it looks like there's supposed to be a hand grab. But for this, the angle where she placed was so high. This looks like the dynamic is she opens the door, she lifts it up. But with this, two things that kind of took me out of the immersion is one, her angle is way high relative to her, and two, see that bounce in her hand? Boom, bah. See that? Boom, and then to add to that, her sleeve fell. So it's ideally, it's one of those things you want to keep the illusion of that it's being controlled. You want to have a nice dime stop. There's no little bounce after. You want to stop right where it needs to stop to give that illusion of, like, if you're a door or whatever, if you're supposed to be some part of the dynamic. And then this, like the falling of the sleeve, if it's supposed to be like like kind of staccato and like supposed to not move and have a nice dime stop, you don't want the sleeve falling because it kind of loses the illusion again as well. So that part is standing out to me. I think the only thing that's really standing out to me with this is like the choreography is really good. They're executing the timing. I just would like just a little bit more body control on some parts where it's supposed to be a hand out. Just there's something about it. Nice whacking arms. Boom, 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 boom. What are they doing? Shoulder, shoulder, round, round, bam, bam. Man, they have it hard. Look how they have to go from facing right to left. Okay, smiles. Let's go. Ooh, what's happening here? Boom. Ooh. She's initiating the... At least for this part, the technique feels a little off. I only know some foundational whacking, but that doesn't mean I'm by far any expert. But at least for this ripple, this is generally what looks best. Going from here, and then as your body goes there, gives that illusion that it's going just around your head. The one thing I noticed is that there's very little turn on the body. It goes from 45 to 45, it looks like it, or close to 45, whereas she's going a little past that. Yeah, it looks like she's a little less than 45. And then for her arms, it could just be this take. I don't know how it's supposed to be. To me, it just looks like whacking arms, and I had to do this for AGT. It's a da 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 da. I don't know if it's the same thing though. That's what my head's interpreting it. Yeah, it looks like it. So it's a shoulder, 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 back, back, shoulder, shoulder, down, down. Da 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 da. Okay, I have big shoulders. I had a hard time trying to actually go full on touching the nape and reaching over. So there were some whackers in the group I was part of that was able to go bigger with that. Or not just that, not just doing the arms over the head, but like the full on extension as well to give that nice shape. So that's just something, breaking that part down in terms of like the technique that I kind of know. But yeah, whackers in the comment section, feel free to correct me. I love this moment right here, that these heel tap moments. Bah, bah. For me, it's something I like doing with locking as well. Da 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 da. While doing something with my footwork, I'm actually inspired from this. I kind of want to like base something off this same concept. Oof, this knee slide from this stretch. Boom. Because you're already so wide. So like you're trying to like give yourself a little bit more just for this slide. I see how they're doing it. So they're just doing a lunge and then pulling their leg in. It's a nice illusion. I like that. Yeah, I think there's just some moments where I wish like there's a little bit of holding just a half second longer. That was a nice transition. I love that. That part tripped me out. I love this. Because this was like, you're falling asleep. Stab you in the eye. Okay, because look at the different, like, boom. We got like a very nice flowing motion. Boom. This is a great shape transitioning into a formation. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I mean, great choreography. Great use of the floor and levels, though I don't think I mentioned that a lot enough to give them their credit on that end. The main thing that just stood out to me is like just some parts I wish would like, in terms of the movement, I would just stick out a little bit more. Hold it just for like a second, because there are parts that look like this, ba ba, but I would like ba ba. See the difference? It's very subtle. So it does this, there's a ba ba. So there's just that, just a tad, just a tad. Hopefully that note about having a nice dime stop, especially with dynamics, having nice control of your body helps keep the illusion. Yeah, and then one last thing to throw to that as well is having good technique. So especially for me as a dancer, like I got this a lot when I was competing, was if we throw a certain street style like house, breaking, locking, whacking, and there's obviously competitions, they have judges, they're gonna look at the technique. It's very much like ballet and jazz. A lot of these styles, just because you can throw them in choreography doesn't mean you're doing it right. These things still have technique. There's still a certain way to execute things. Just because it's not a classical form doesn't mean we just throw it out there. It's happening a lot right now to a style called light feet. I think the move's called lock-in. From what I remember, you do that on the 8 count, but people are just like da-da, just doing it. That's where me being like wanting to respect the cultures of these dancers. If you're gonna do it, at least aim to do it properly. Yeah, hopefully that gave you some insight. Let's hop on to the performance video. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh, okay. I liked hearing the just this small dance ASMR I just heard from that jump. Okay, the first thing that I'm immediately appreciating is the how everyone's wearing the same color scheme, which helps keep things clean. And they feel so much sharper for this one. Okay, so her foot lifted up a little higher for that one. Nice. Yeah, they're looking hella clean for this performance. This is why I do the performance video part, because there might just be things I catch that I don't catch in the practice, or it's different when you're on stage and there's people watching. Is that I like that chainmail. Is that a chainmail? I can't tell if that's the right thing. Don't ask me about fashion. Leave me alone. Yeah, they're so clean. The strong stops that I wanted, it's all here. Okay, let's go. I've noticed her in the practice too. She's a great performer. Wow, she moved. Yeah, nice control, man. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that an illusion? I could be wrong. Nice. Man, the amount of like hair whips, I feel like my neck would be hurting. Yeah, man, this is really good. Like, from the practice to how it translated on stage, it's a huge like level up. That's one of the reasons I do this, because sometimes there's things that happen in the practice that we don't see on stage. You know, obviously we don't see the wardrobe. We don't hear them singing all the time in these practice videos. So I can only imagine how hard it is to sing and dance at the same time. But either way, this was like all the things that I wanted, or at least most of the things that I wanted, was like, okay, cool. The performance, they really brought it. But yeah, that's it. Let's hop on to the next one.